Hey guys, welcome back. We're first going to moisturize with Farsali's Rose Gold Drops. So I'm going to put this all over my face. I wouldn't suggest dropping it right on your face just because I ended up spilling it on my shirt and, you know, not the best thing. So I would definitely put it all over, even on your lips. It's a really great moisturizer. I would use about 2 drops. That would probably be best for the face. Moving on to eyes, I primed my eyes with Painterly Paint Pot as always, and we're using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette again. And I'm going in with Sandalwood with a E40 from Sigma. I'm just going to put this in the crease. We want everything to be super sculpted, so I'm going over windshield wiper motions in the crease, back and forth. I'm also doing that awkward hand technique where you're basically putting the brush downward on the crease, and it's going to basically stay in that area and blend really well. I think I learned that from Crispy, if I'm not mistaken. But now I'm going in with henna, and I'm just going over the same area, just deepening and darkening the crease. I'm really using a heavy hand for this because I want to create a very contoured line. So I'm going back and forth, adding as much color as I would like to. So yeah, just keep going back and forth, blend until you can't blend anymore. Now moving on to the lid, we're going to be using Bay. This is a super beautiful, bright cream color, I would say. It's got a little bit of a yellow tone in it. I'm going to use just a regular flat shader from Coastal Scents, and I'm going to pack on this shade as much as possible so there's a nice cut between the crease and the lid. So I'm going to just pack this on. Now for liner, I'm using Swing by The Balm Cosmetics. I really failed at filming this part, but you guys have seen me doing my liner a million times, so I didn't think that you would really miss that. So I'm just putting a super easy wing on, and then I'm going to move on to mascara, my favorite Tarteist mascara. I'm just going to coat my lashes. I wanted to give you guys a really good look at how this mascara works with defining and lengthening. It does a really, really great job with separating the lashes as well. Now we're going to start the face, and it feels super smooth from the Farsali drops, so I'm going to be using the Aqua Luminous Foundation by Becca and the Iconic London Illuminator. I'm going to just mix these two together, and then I'm using a Sigma 30HD Kabuki brush. This is my favorite foundation brush, you guys. You guys have always asked me which foundation brush is my favorite, and this one definitely is. I'm going to do a video like that if you guys would like me to do my favorite brushes. Most of them are Sigma, just saying. But anyways, after blending this out, we're going to start concealing. I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape Double Duty Concealer, and I'm going to just put this on the darker circles and blend it out with the Quickie Blending Sponge because we're going to be highlighting and contouring. I just want to make sure that everything that I don't want to see is concealed. So I'm blending this out, and then we're going to start to highlight. I'm using a new product. This is from Iconic London as well. This is their contour and highlight kit. It's a cream kit, so it's super nice and blendable. I'm using their little brushes as well. So this is like their oval brush set, so I'm using a smaller one to put the lighter shades underneath my eye. I'm not touching too close to my under eyelid because I don't want any of the coverage to disappear from the concealer I put on before, so we're just going to highlight that area. And then I'm going to put it on my forehead as well, sides of the nose, down the nose as well, kind of keeping it thin and not too thick. And I'm putting it a little down on the chin and then underneath the cheekbones as well. Now using the same brush after wiping it, I'm kind of mixing the darker shades and seeing which will fit me best and just contouring the cheekbones, the forehead, and I'm going to do the jawline as well. I really like the application of these brushes though. They really put on exactly what you put in the brush. So, which is a really great thing about these kind of synthetic oval brushes, is that they're not as dense, so they're not going to suck in too much product. Now using this tiny little brush, I'm going to kind of contour out my nose. I want to do like I've said in every video, I want to do a video just dedicated to my nose contour techniques, but I thought that this was going to be the video, but then I just decided it wouldn't be. I don't know, you guys. If this is enough, let me know. If you guys want a super separate video, let me know as well. So I'm just going to now blend everything out with the Quickie blending sponge. It's so easy to blend this kit, you guys. It's really, really nice. It's super silky and creamy. Perfect formula for a contouring kit. So I'm just blending everything out, kind of wiping and patting. I kind of like to swipe any color that's really, really light. I feel like it would kind of take away a little bit of some product if I put on too much. So I'm just kind of rubbing it in with the blender as well. But see up here, I'll kind of tap, tap, tap because I feel like I didn't put too much there, and then I'll just blend everything else out. So I always kind of blend the highlight first, and then I kind of go into the contour just so things don't get mixed up and I don't get dark colors where I want the light colors, and you know what I mean. So now I'm taking this tiny little circular brush and I'm going to kind of carve out the nose a little bit more, doing that exclamation point kind of deal, and then just putting on a little bit more of the highlight on the sides of the nose and just blending it out with the Quickie blending sponge. These brushes don't have numbers, but they are a kit, and I'll list that on the down bar below, so don't worry about that. It will be there. So now I'm blending out the contour. You know, you guys have seen me doing this a million times, but I rushed through it once and you guys didn't like that, so I know that you guys like the full effect of the full face tutorial, because that is what this is. So now we're going to set the concealer and highlight with the Perfect Setting Powder by Cover FX. This is in translucent. I have been loving this lately. I think I do need to use a lot more than I do usually use with the Laura Mercier, because it is a lot of a lighter coverage. It's definitely a lot lighter in coverage, so I would definitely recommend this, but you might want to use a little bit more than you would usually use with the Laura Mercier. Now taking a 135, this has been my favorite brush for bronzer. I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in, I think this is medium deep, and I'm going to bronze out the face, kind of set the contours of the face and blend it down to your neck, don't forget. And then after that, we're going in with So Peachy by Motives, my favorite blush right now. This is just so peachy and like not too shimmery. Oh, it's just a perfect orange. And I'm using an F10 from Sigma with that. Now we're going to finish up the eyes with an E30 and Sandalwood and Henna, and I'm going to just put this on the lower lash line. I forgot how good pencil brushes are for that area. I've been using smudge brushes, I don't know why, but pencil brushes are made for those areas. So anyways, now I'm just putting on some mascara, and then we're going to use the Iconic London highlighting palette. I'm going to use those two upper shades with a F42 from Sigma, and I'm going to just highlight these areas of my face, you know, all of the high points, the cheekbones, the nose, the cupid's bow, the chin. And I like to do the top of the brows now. That's like a new thing for me. I'm going to wipe all of the powder away with the F25 brush from Sigma as well. You guys, I have a code for Sigma if you guys don't know. It's just Gianna, and you guys can get a discount off your products. Now I'm just using my finger and the F42 again just to put a little bit more highlight. And I'm using an M138 from Morphe and just putting that in the inner corners, and on the brow bone I used the first shade from the Iconic, the Illuminate and Highlight shade. This looks super pretty with the combination of the peaches and the warm browns. Now moving on to lips, I'm using Sigma Indulgent Lip Base. This is a super pretty pink lip base. And I'm just going to put this all over. And for a gloss, I wasn't sure like what exactly I wanted to do, so I just did this lip base and then I did a gloss over it, and this is called Dazzling. This is the Lip Vex by Sigma. Their glosses are amazing, guys. If you haven't tried them, I definitely recommend. And I'm just going to put this all over just to kind of give it more of a nude lip and not as pinky. So putting that all over the lippies and then blending that out with a few blots. To set the face, I'm using Tatcha's Dewy Mist Spray as always because we want to look a little dewy. And that is it, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, be sure to thumbs it up and subscribe if you aren't already. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will be sure to check those comments out. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys. Bye.